bullies, government are all connected. When you piss one of them off, they pull strings to get you back because they're vindictive. Well, I got news for them. Can you stop a tornado? No. Can you stop rain? No. Well, you won't be able to stop God when He comes back to cast you into hell. Listen to this conversation. It's very enlightening.
Now, the PACS case, even after I gave them all the evidence that Cheri Christian was discriminating against me, he defended her, and he was more interested in how I was able to legally record her. And then he gave me the runaround that he couldn't fire her, he couldn't do nothing with her. Listen to this. This is the new guy that come in to investigate everything.
Is there anything else I can do for you, Miss Paula?
No, so far so good. I'll wait to see what she pulls next.
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah, me too.
But, if you want to keep sending these things that you're sending, and, I do check them all out.
Okay.
So far, it seems pretty normal, excepting for what happened on Thursday, and you seem to have your base covered on that one. I do have one question for you.
Sure.
Do you let people know they're being recorded?
No, you don't have to in the state of Kentucky.
Oh, I understand that you don't have to, but let's say for a second I was actually going to take action based on your recording. I'm not sure the state would justify a disciplinary action over information that you gave me if the other party didn't know they were being recorded. I could probably get in trouble for it, or PACS would have to pay unemployment or something like that. So I didn't know. But that's something I've never done in my life, is try to record a phone call, so I'm not exactly expert on it.
You probably haven't had my life either.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But,
it's an area I don't know a whole lot about. That's why I wanted to ask you about it.
Well, Federal HUD, when I had a problem with Housing Authority and 100 Thugs, they took my information and used it.
Okay.
So...
Well, like I said, I can use it, but I'm not sure how far I can use it.
Right.
And then I'm not sure if the state would back me up if somebody's complaint. Like, let's say that I fired a driver over something that you recorded. Well, PACS would be fine with it. You'd definitely be fine with it. I'd be fine with it. But when it came to unemployment, I might get in a little pot there, you know?
Well, y'all have attorneys for that, don't you?
Generally, the attorneys don't fight unemployment. We do that on our own.
No, hon, I mean to make sure that this information is correct. I don't want nobody fired, but I will not be mistreated.
Oh, I understand that. I'm not saying I'm going to fire anybody. I wanted to know. I just had a question.
He wasn't going to fire her anyway. She needed to be fired. But I knew it wasn't going to happen because bullies defend bullies.
About the law as far as concerned for two parties on a recorded phone conversation.
See, on a business phone, you have to, have something that says you are being recorded for what they call it.
Oh, yeah, quality assurance purposes.
But now you don't have to do that.
Right. Now the government, right now the government can do what they want. NSA is probably listening to us right now. But yeah, me too. But as far as two people like you and I, if you're at work, if you're on company time, state, you can't. But if you're at home on your own home phone,
or cell phone.
Right. Well, I know here we had to record a conversation last week, Miss Jewel did, and we had to verbally announce, hey, we are recording this phone call, make sure you knew it, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, if you're a business or government, you have to.
Now, do you think a bully is going to speak their mind and mess with you if they know they're being recorded? Of course not.
But a private person, no.
Well, I tried to send you an email the other day, and it showed up in my email this morning as undelivered. So,
Now, even after he got on the scene, she pulled some tricks. And I covered myself. Listen, if you read between the lines, he was upset that she got caught.
what I called to ask you about it, we had a small snafu on Thursday, and that's been dealt with.
I appreciate that. I can see a difference.
Well, that's what I called to ask you about. Besides that snafu that we had on Thursday, have you noticed a positive market service?
Yes.
Before I put the file away.
No,
Now, the snafu he was talking about is even after he's on the scene and after I've done complained, she still does it. If memory serves me correctly, I called and I recorded it, of course, and scheduled for a certain day. Well, they came a different day, and she said, no, you scheduled for that day. And I said, no, I didn't. Because I had already recorded the day that I had scheduled. See, if you get so many no-shows or so many cancellations, they don't transport you. That's my understanding. So she was trying to cause me problems. Even after he's on the scene, but he said he dealt with it.
Bullies are very tricky. You have to stay on top of them. But he's still not quite sure. Listen.
Somebody else on the bus until you get on.
No. They just do it all because better you than me. No. They just do it on their own. Yeah, I'm glad you're taking action because better you than me.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you, Miss Paula?
No, so far so good. I'll wait and see what she pulls next.
You see, even with him investigating, she pulled a stunt. Listen.
I do check them all out.
Okay.
So far, it seems pretty normal, excepting for what happened on Thursday, and you seem to have your base covered on that one. I do have one question for you.
Sure.
Now, you heard him say, let's say I was actually going to take action. Yeah, see, he's not had my life because he's one of them. If you've done all my videos, you will understand what I'm saying. Understand this correctly. A neighbor can stand on their porch, push a record button, and overhear a record or anything you're saying to somebody else. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me, if I'm in my own apartment and I'm talking to somebody, they can stand on my porch and do it. Yeah, or hold a microphone up to the wall. At least one person knows, right?
Sure, the state would justify a disciplinary action over information that you gave me if the other party didn't know they were being recorded. I could probably get in trouble for it, or PACS would have to pay unemployment or something like that.
Didn't cover for other bullies. That's just a fact. The state, he doesn't know if the state will let him take disciplinary action. She didn't get fired. She should have, but she didn't. She just got transferred next door where there's cameras. She got transferred next door to where she'd have power over other people. It's the assistance center. See, she can now bully other people in a different way, and there's cameras there to protect her. Well, folks, when you go over there and you have to deal with her, press record, because bullies don't change. They just change their mode of operation. So you see this guy that come in to investigate? Yeah, he was more concerned on how she got caught. listen to more. See, then they set the time for me to be picked up to where I'd still have to wait an extra hour.
So do you understand that evil gets rewarded and good gets punished? She still has her job. She's still a state employee. She still has her retirement. She does have less stress and less work. She can stand around and smoke her cigs. So she done evil and she got rewarded for it. I done good and I got punished for it. You still have to do it. You still have to do good.
Listen.
I decided to go ahead and just do Mondays and Fridays, until unless I have a doctor's appointment. That way, the extra hour that I have to wait to be picked up, I can do the whirlpool or something for my back and stuff.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I would rather be able to call and be picked up, but me and Tawana agreed, set time.
Right.
And I'm planning on...
Now, I had really no choice.
Tim, you see, most people can just call PACS and be picked up when they call, but not me. I had to wait an extra hour, even after the investigator came in.
Good deal. Yeah, did you ever find out what Cheri's problem was?
I don't care what her problem is. All I told her was what we're going to do from here on out. I mean, I don't. If I asked you a whole bunch of questions about what happened last year, trust me, that's not going to change today.
Right.
All I care about is what we do tomorrow, what we do at noon today.
I like that attitude.
Yeah. All that other stuff's that good stuff that you talk about after Sunday school. I don't get into the gossip.
Yeah. Well, it's not gossip. It's just...
It's fact.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't there for any of it, and I can't do anything about what happened a year ago
right,
or 5 years ago.
That was giving you what's been going on.
I understand the background, but I can't really use that to play in. So if I say, okay, we're just going to do this from now on, as long as everybody does that, we got it made.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me...
He didn't answer my question. I just asked him what her problem was. Is she mental? Is she just pure evil? And he goes into this self-defense for her. Listen, there's more.
Ask you one question. Now, if you have to give them a 3 or 4 days notice to go to the doctor, and that goes to the state.
Correct.
Okay. What if
with Medicaid.
Right. 3 days notice to go to the doctor, and that goes to the state.
Correct.
Okay. What if
with Medicaid.
Right. Now, I can still pay $2 to go to the doctor, right?
Well, yeah, but it's harder to schedule that trip. See, we're required by our contract with the state and with Medicaid. If somebody's got a Medicaid trip, whether there's an ice storm or not, we bend over backwards as long as both facilities are open to get that trip done. The other ones we can opt out of for the other Medicaid trips. So if you've got a trip and it's covered under Medicaid, go that route, Paula, because then they're going to be able to take care of it. And it's free for you,
Right.
But you always want to...
But it's not free for the taxpayers. Do you have any idea what a PACS bills Medicaid for a trip? It's way more than $2.
Go the Medicaid route because that puts you top priority. And for some reason, we get 3 extra dialysis patients on a day where you need to pay $2 to go over to the clinic. If you're not on Medicaid, you can be turned down, and there's not a thing I can do about it.
Okay, I want to find out what that was about.
Yes, ma'am. But always, if you've got a trip to the doctor and it's covered under Medicaid, you get that.
That's back when I went to doctors. I don't go to doctors now. Right now it's 7/8/2016. Jumped to her defense when I asked, did he ever find out what her problem was? He went into all this rigmarole instead of saying, no, I didn't think it was relevant to the case. Well, see, she was cold busted. There was nothing she could do. Now understand this, when you see or hear on the news that somebody done something to a government person, it's because they probably had no choice. Yeah, bullies cover for bullies, and that's just a fact. Did come out of my battle with this bully.
They get major bucks from Medicaid, sucking the system dry.
And we were forced by law to take Medicaid first.
I understand that. That's fine. I just want to make sure it's legit and not
If I smelled or you smelled that it was being abused, that's where you contact me and we look into it real deep, because everything is supposed to be on paper. And if one of those emergencies knock you out of a trip, I should be able to give you exact information about what happened that did it. If I can't do that, that means somebody's using the system to mess with you. To my knowledge, that hasn't happened yet.
Well, what if
Somebody's using the system to mess with you. Do you understand what he just said? He knows people use the system to mess with you.
What about the 8-1, when she told me that I wasn't scheduled, and then I walked over there and never said.
To see that 8-1 trip, I had called her a week in advance and recorded it. And then when I called an 8-1 and asked her, are y'all going to pick me up? Oh, you're not scheduled. I've always been scheduled to be picked up on the 1st, so I busted her out again. This is continual at that time.
Lars, everything I'm telling you, to my knowledge, is correct. And if I see something I don't like, well, we're just fixing it as we go.
Yes, that'll work. Just, it's not hard to be respectful and tell the truth and
Correct.
do it.
If we screw up, I'll be the first one to tell you. I don't
Yeah, me
play
too.
a lying game.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly. You did that on Friday. or Monday.
Yeah. Hey, it's my bad. I did it. Yeah.
I was stuck in a meeting, so I didn't get any.
Even though he was personable and nice, a really smooth talker, it boils down to this. Even though he didn't care what her problem was, why she was discriminating against me, because I never done anything to her. You don't have to do anything to a bully. He didn't care what her problem was. He didn't even ask. And he was more interested in how I caught her. He even said I had my bases covered. Yeah, they don't like that. People, you got to be on guard. Bully.
And if you're medicated, and that's why you're medicated, you can't be on guard.
It's everywhere. Yeah, he's a nice guy, and they got in new people, and they even got new drivers since my complaint. But the reason for this is not because of what happened. It's because you need to know the real deal. Bullies defend bullies, and they're everywhere. Get your guard on, undrug and unmedicate, and unplug. That's my spiritual advice.
Check the laws in your state, and if you're feeling you're in danger, do it anyway. You cannot record a video or an audio with your personal cell. Okay? You have to get a prepaid cell, take out the SIM, crush the SIM, and don't talk around your cell phone, because you know they're accessing that to listen in on what you're doing. They are eavesdropping, and they are the one party that is listening on yourself to everything that you do and say. Yes, that's true. And they're the government. Right now, they can do what they want. Right now.